Alright. So we're Laker Legacies. We're doing the philanthropy app for GVSU. Guess we should start from the very beginning. If we launch the app, here's our icon. We still need to make a retina icon. As of 5.13, before we release our app, we either have to support retina or we need to release our app before that date. So we have one of two options. Don't know which way we're going to go yet. But launching the app takes us to our home screen, which is basically just all the donors within the app filtered through a little slideshow. So that way, just opening the app, you're going to see someone different each time, and it's going to spark your interest to go further into the app. It's really simplistic, and this is just a basic logo that we made. As you can see, we have 5 screens. Here's our home screen. If we move to the map, we have your current location, which is in blue, and then all the buildings have pins with their titles. Currently this is set to downtown campus because the emulator, as you can see up here, doesn't pick up your actual location. You have to actually set it. But on the phone it will go right to your current location, and then you're good to go. Because of the senior project day, we were down here. As you can see, Allendale campus is on here as well, and there's a ton of buildings. If you can't recognize this, this is Google Apps. We opted to go this route because Engelsma supported, he suggested, because once you zoom in, what? That's a bug. Hang on, it's loading. Alright, there we go. You can actually have the buildings on the map, which is pretty essential to our actual application, because Apple Maps has no support for this at all. They have not even these mini roads, these little walkways. They're not even on Apple Maps at all. So you would just have a floating pin here, and you would have no idea what that even means. Also, inside of Google Apps, inside the actual phone application, you'll be able to stretch and skew this 3D style. So you'll be able to move. Maybe I can do it with option. I'm not sure. Nope, I guess the simulator doesn't support it. But this is our one view, and this is like to get the actual sense of where you are based on your current location and what's around you. But if you were more looking for a specific location, you can go over to our directory, and this is going to have all the buildings in alphabetical order. So you can see there's a thumbnail, so you can actually look at the building that's going to be pretty much in front of you, as the case, or maybe a building you've recognized in the past. As you can see, underneath the name of the building are the donors of that particular building. And once you click on a particular building, it takes you to the detailed view. So once on the detailed view, you have the name, the picture, and there's also a description. What we're trying to do is limit most of the pictures to have a little bit of text showing, so it shows that the user can scroll. Because right now, this picture in particular happens to be a little bit too large, so it's not intuitive to let the user know they can scroll. And all the way at the bottom, if there's 2 donors, there's going to be a scroll view. So let's go to this one, for example. You can scroll over to the right, and you have the second donor. So we have a page controller, which apparently when I pulled, I don't have it in here, but it is there, so that it lets the user know they're on page 1 of 2. And that's that for the detailed directory. And you can also search if you wanted to filter. So if we wanted pew, there's only 2 pews. And then this again takes you to the detailed view of pew. As for our last actual functional screen, we have the buildings near me, which is going to tell you where you are and how the closest 5 buildings to you, and it actually calculates the distance based on your current location. So you can find out, maybe if you're standing in front of a building or something, you don't necessarily know what's in front of you, but this will take you right to it, and you're like, hey, I know I'm in Kennedy right now because it's 0 miles away. And then you can go again straight to the detailed view. As for our last page, we needed one extra little bit of functionality, and we didn't know what we wanted to do. Ideas of games, things we could add, got tossed around, but what we really wanted to do was, this app's about becoming part of Laker for a Lifetime, Laker Legacies. So part of that is actually giving back to the university, and we hope that a lot of people go for that option. So we direct them right to Grand Valley's website, and we do this because of two reasons. The first reason being, we can't actually take money via our application, and even if we could take that money, the problem is the legalities behind it are way too much for our hands. Grand Valley actually has to get involved. They have to give accreditation. People need like tax write-offs, and if there's big money involved, they want to make sure that they're actually getting recorded on Grand Valley's databases. So this option, it takes them right to the site where they can donate, and it's all done through Grand Valley, and we don't have to worry about any of those legalities. Is there anything else you want to say? We didn't really go too much into detail about the background or anything, but we're doing a live demo in class, and that's why. We plan on talking about all the background of the application, the specs, the learning curves that we had, and all that. So this is just a basic overview of how we actually use the app, the demo, and the styling of it. So thanks for watching.